Hello and welcome to New Team Review. Today we're going to take a look at a team with Mewtwo, and I kind of want to talk a little bit more about Mewtwo right now, because I think this Pokemon has now way more play than it had in previous seasons, because like usually Mewtwo was always like the Metamon together with Dialga, but kind of fell down a little bit in the last 2-3 seasons. Main reason for this was that we had Yveltal in the meta, and Yveltal was basically the hardest counter that you could possibly think about, like, for Mewtwo, so it was always a little bit tough for this little boy, and it couldn't really do anything. And right now, the meta is based around Togekiss and Zacian, so there are not a lot of Yveltal running around. I think I've faced like one in total. So this team has a double weakness to Yveltal in the backline, but doesn't really matter because this thing basically doesn't exist anymore. If you want to play this team and you don't have Melmetal, play Dialga. It's most likely a better team if you play Dialga in the lead. You're a little bit more weak to Togekiss then, but it's still fine. The main reason why I didn't use Dialga is because I used Dialga in literally every team before, I think, so I kind of want to have some other stuff around. I'm not like playing the optimal version maybe with this, but here we can still destroy those Charmutas easily. But yeah, if you want to have a little bit of a better team, yeah, just play Dialga. Here against the Asian Milkman, we have a lead against Ho-Oh. I thought I started a little bit early, and I thought, oh, maybe I get an extra move in, but this gave him the extra move, which is very bad for me, and now he has like basically one extra turn, or like one extra instant wait, which makes his matchup a little bit more horrible. And yeah, I'm gonna no shield here. He's gonna go for the Brave Bird. I hope that I can farm down with my Mewtwo, which I'm gonna be able to. And Mewtwo with energy now, where there is basically no dark type anymore, is completely busted. This is basically the play that you want to do. You want to have something that you can farm down with your Mewtwo, and you should be fine to take at least one Pokemon or like a shield or something like this, because there's nothing really that wants to take any move. We're playing my Shundo Mewtwo here with the double legacy moveset. I wouldn't really recommend you to run the Shadow Ball actually right now. I think Focus Blast is better. Focus Blast or Ice Beam still. Ice Beam is also something that I would recommend you to try out because of all the Lugia, if you don't want to use like Elite TM for the Shadow Ball. But actually I haven't faced a single Lugia coming into me there, so I was pretty fine with that. But yeah, Focus Blast is definitely also something that you can use. Here my opponent has Mewtwo as well. I'm gonna shield. I don't know if he expects me to have a Shadow Ball as well here with my Shundo. And he didn't, so we're just gonna destroy him there, which is totally fine for me. We can go for another Shadow Ball here, put him pretty low. Actually, should have went for Upside Strike, I think, because now I'm not gonna be able to get to another one. And yeah, Iron Head gonna KO me. He has a Zacian in the back, which is kinda annoying. And I tried to swap onto the Close Combat, didn't work out. Now I swap out, and he is debuffed, so I can just go for Omnia's Wind. Do you have Play Rough on you? You have Play Rough. This kind of makes it a little bit tricky now. I have to get some shields from him now. But I can put him into range for one Rock Slide already, which is cool, but I think he can swap out. Can we survive another? That's gonna be so tough. I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. I have to go for the Rock Slide, otherwise we will not survive Close Combat. And we're gonna be able to farm him down. Can go for the Rock Slide. Are we gonna be able to survive one? No. Okay, he doesn't actually go for the move. This is fine. I think we would have survived on Close Combat, but I think he needed to. That's why he just doubled up. But good game there for us. Very well played. I went like up 50 points with this team, I think. I'm like at 2,830 with this team. I'm actually a little bit higher now again because I played a different team, which you're gonna see tomorrow, which doesn't even use any legendary Pokemon. I still went up to 2,860, which should be like right now rank, I don't know, 160 on the leaderboards, which is pretty cool. So you don't even need any legendaries for those people who maybe just started or something. The team that I'm going to showcase tomorrow going to be something that you kind of want to have, because it's very cheap to build. There's not even a Togekiss inside there. It's just like very simple Pokemon that even two of them are from Kanto. So very, very easy to achieve, I think. And worked out pretty well for me, especially like in my elo range right now, because right now the only leads I really see are either the Zacian or the Dialga. So literally this is basically the only thing that I see right now in the lead. It's crazy. Yeah, Mewtwo can go for Upside Strike against Dialga, but I don't think we're gonna win this game. We have to get to 2, and even then it's gonna be difficult. I think he doesn't even shield here. We shield the... if he maybe went for the Shadow ball, but even then, yeah, there's nothing we can do. They were just gonna surrender there. Good game to my opponent. Meloetta, and this thing actually threw me off guard. I thought it has Focus Blast. Does it have Focus Blast? I think it has. But this dude running a different move. Let me see real quick if Meloetta has Focus Blast, because I'm not 100% sure about this, as I haven't played this in the Master League. You see already it goes for the Thunderbolt, so it's Thunderbolt and Psyshock. Meloetta is actually a really cool Pokemon. You see how high this thing gets. I might build my own as well. But mine is garbage, and I don't know, like mine has good IVs I think for Ultra League, but I don't really need it in Ultra League, so I might just build for Master League. Maybe I actually do this still. Maybe I make a Meloetta team, I don't know. Does Meloetta have Focus Blast? I think the other form of Meloetta definitely has. This thing only has Dazzling Gleam and Hyper Beam, okay. But I think the other form of Meloetta has Focus Blast, let me see real quick. It has Close Combat, never mind, but also basically a fighting type move. Gonna be very interesting with the other form of Meloetta in general. I think it's gonna be a very interesting Pokemon for Master League. Maybe I have to build this still. Yeah, I don't know. It's at least a fighting type Pokemon, which is I rarely see here right now. We have Melmetal against us here. I know that I'm not gonna KO this thing with the one Shadow Ball anyway, so I go for the Omni as a Wind. Maybe I get a boost, but I didn't get a boost. Here I'm just gonna KO him. This should be able to KO him. And we're in a decent spot. He has the Snorlax there. I'm gonna shield the base. I'm expecting maybe to have like Earthquake or whatever. But we can go for an Omni as a Wind. We need one more move to KO him. And we should be in a decent spot here, as we can farm him down and he surrenders. So good game there. Yeah, next up we have a very bad lead. This is basically one of the worst leads that you can have with Landorus. Landorus is such a cool Pokemon. I really like Landorus. A very cool Pokemon. You can definitely use this Pokemon as well. So many Snorlax here right now. What is wrong? We have a double weak team to Snorlax and now we see it all the time. Kinda annoying, but my opponent doesn't even want to shield it anyway, so it's fine. And he gonna go into Zacian now, which most likely gonna have Close Combat Plyra, which breaks the core of Melmetal and the Giratina, but Melmetal just goes in, goes for a Rock Slide. I know so I have one more move anyway, he just swaps out, which is fine for me. Right now I just want to have some energy on my Mewtwo, I think I still have that. And I wanted to get this thing low. Now I think if I just let this go, he should go for a Superpower. Yep. And I can go for another move actually, maybe get a shield. Let's see. We get the shield here, that's beautiful. We can farm down with my Giratina. I don't have the shield here, it's debuffed. He's gonna go for the Stone Edge, which I can take 2 off, and he goes into Zacian. We can shield here. And this is gonna be a good game. There's nothing my opponent can do here anymore. At least I think so. Unless he can go for another Stone Edge here, but even then I can farm down with Psycho Cuts. So, very, very strong there. But yeah, in general, Mewtwo right now is one of the Pokemon that you kind of want to play, as Yveltal is completely gone from the meta. And yeah, it doesn't really matter which moveset you want to run. Before I said like Ice Beam would be the best move, like 2 seasons ago. I don't really think it's the case anymore, because like I haven't seen I think a single Dragonite against me, while in 2 seasons ago it still was viable, because of course again we have all the fairy types being around right now. So yeah, I think right now Mewtwo, one of the best Pokemon. We have Excadrill against us, where also like Shadow Ball can do a lot of damage against, but also still the Psystrike actually 2-shots this, which is kind of crazy. So a lot of times Shadow Ball is really not useful, so I don't really recommend you using an Elite TM on this if you don't have like already thousands of Elite TMs or whatever, because I don't really think it's worth it. It doesn't really give you the benefit that you really want. Here my opponent just completely wrecks me. Yeah, and he swaps onto my charge move, which was beautiful, because I think we desynced or something, and we're gonna lose this game by 1 turn at the end. I remember this, and it kinda annoyed me, because it was definitely a game that we should have won, but didn't win. And yeah, good game to my opponent there, and he gets the move there. I don't know, like I think my move exactly at the same time as he did with his, but we desynced and he can swap out. It was kinda annoying, but it is fine. Here we have a good lead and then swap out. What I had with this team, I had a lot of times a Dialga lead against me and then I lost at the end, because I just threw the game, because I don't really like to win leads, I guess. Like usually I'm better off when I lose the leads and then like try to win back switch advantage in the secondary matchup. I think that's always, by the way, the most important matchup anyway. The secondary when you swap out, because then you can align your Pokemon against the other Pokemon in the back, which always should be like kind of hard counter. And like winning the secondary matchup is most of the time the most important thing that you can do. Also, we can go for a Shadow Ball here, which is nice. We can align our Pokemon perfectly. And what does he have in the back? A Metagross. We should be able to get to a Shadow Ball. Do we gonna get him low enough that we can farm him down though? He can farm me down, definitely. And I actually should throw... Never mind, I can farm down with one Thunder Shock. Yes, yeah, he just surrenders there. I should have thrown, like, otherwise the Rock Slide to just be sure, because Dialga never gonna be able to KO me. Again, Dialga Mewtwo core, this is basically a very, very good core again, which I said already before, and here I make a mistake, and this is gonna cost me the game, spoiler alert, because I didn't expect him to get to the move so fast. I undercharged, which was a little bit too much charge still, and there's no way I can win this game anymore, because you're basically the same team than me, but Dialga in Elite instead of the Mundle, and because of the Mewtwo save swap being so broken, you're gonna be able to win this game. And this is basically why I also like to lose games, leads, because Mewtwo as a save swap is just so good. Like, it's such a good Pokemon, it's such a viable thing to use. Like, you definitely kind of want to use this thing as a save swap, and like if you lose leads, it's so fine with Mewtwo. You just have to have the right lead, which counters basically Mewtwo's counters. And he's gonna be able to win this game barely, I think, because we're gonna have to go for the superpower to KO him here. We're not gonna get to 2 moves here anyway. He's gonna go for the Shadow Ball, gonna put him in a range for the farm down. I wanted to see if a Rock Slide would have KO'd him after this, which would have, but he actually has another move stored. So, close game. I lost this because I was a little bit too greedy on my Giratina. That was all my mistake. Here I think I started 1 turn later than my opponent, very cool. But Palkia is actually a decent matchup for the Melmetal. A lot of people are on Melmetal right now with the Flash Cannon. It was more to flex, I think, than it's really worth it. But yeah, I see. I mean, Flash Cannon for Zacian, of course, does make a little bit of sense, but I think Rock Slide still has a little bit more play. I don't know. Actually, Flash Cannon does also make more sense against Giratina, so maybe Flash Cannon actually has more play. I don't know, maybe I showcase Flash Cannon in the middle, but I think a lot of other people are gonna do this anyway, so maybe not. And yeah, like tomorrow's team gonna be very cool again without any legendary. I'm gonna most likely tank a little bit afterwards because I have Q times right now, and I gonna meme a little bit around, I think. There's no need to hit Legend right now. I hit Legend right now this time around last season, so yeah. Also, this video should be live on the 1st of the new year, so Happy New Year everybody who's still listening. So hope you have a great new year now. It's gonna be very interesting how much this channel gonna grow next year, but yeah. It was a very nice year 2021 for me in terms of YouTube, of course. In real life, oh, by the way, look at this beautiful catch. In real life, it was most likely for a lot of people like me as well, a little bit awkward with COVID being around. But yeah, let's see what the next year gonna be here. In general, this year we're gonna have all the cool, exciting things for Pokemon Go in general. We're gonna have like a new generation again. We actually had like last year not a new generation, which is interesting. Like, I think that was the first time for like ages. I see why they spread it out a little bit as well with the game release, which is soon, where I think we're gonna get some content in Pokemon Go as well. But we're gonna have like the tournaments and whatever, where I might attend as well, but I have to see. With COVID and stuff, I don't really want to travel too much. As well as like attending tournaments with like hundreds of players is, I don't think, the right decision, at least right now with the current COVID state. If you didn't know this as well, like I'm asthmatic, so for me getting COVID would be a little bit more problematic than for most people in my age. That's why I'm a little bit more careful than others as well. And yeah, here we get focus blasted by my opponent, which doesn't really matter as we can farm him down here. Can you still win this game? What do you have in the back? He does have a Melmetal in the back, which is of course pretty decent for me. He also a Rock Slide, which we can definitely take. And we can go for the Shadow Ball. He goes into the Zacian. We can KO him again with a Shadow Ball, and I think we're going to be able to win this game. I might have to catch a move again, and I'm going to be able to do that. Like back-to-back catches here, beautiful. Sacking all the Pokemon, gonna be able to go for the Shadow Ball now. It was actually necessary. Why did he win CMP there? I don't think he should win CMP, but I guess it's the game we play. And next up, we're gonna have Dialga against us in lead. Are we gonna lose this game again because Dialga? Here we have Mewtwo against us. I'm just gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball, I thought, but he goes for the move first. Side Strike. I can go for one more move and then Shadow Ball. Why you go for the Shadow Ball here in the beginning? Omnizone wouldn't KO him, he would get to another move, which you don't really want to have. You can go for Omnizone afterwards. But yeah, you win this shield, this match. Oh, we got the boost, cool. You always win this match in the 2 shields and in the 0 shields if you go straight for a Shadow Ball in the beginning. And then just go for the Omnizone. And my opponent goes into Giratina, and I think we're in a decent spot here because we already had the Dialga very low. We can go for Psy Strikes here, he actually let the first one go, I remember. And we can go for another one. And at this point, we put him already low enough that he's in a Rock Slide range, I think. And this should be a win, I think. As we farm up a little bit extra. My opponent makes it clever now, he needs 2 Rock Slides, but I have to throw here anyway. So it's gonna be close, but I think I get to the move. Let's see here, but yeah, I wish you a very nice new year, and I see you in the next video. Bye!